we are on our way to see a movie. Erica and I have been waiting to see this movie for 2 years. That's right. Back in 2020, during the height of the pandemic, when everything was closed. Huh?
Nothing.
It's been 2 years.
Yeah, you said 2 years ago, and then you were like, in 20.
Oh, okay. Back in 2020, when they were only showing old movies at the theater, Erica and I saw a preview for this movie at almost every movie we went to see. We said we can't wait for this to come out. Then they said it was coming out in the fall of 2021, and we said yes. And then they said no, it's delayed until the end of May in 2021. So, it's already June. Oh, sorry, 2022. So, we are finally going to see the movie
Didn't even know what it's called.
Maverick. I do know the name of this movie. That's the movie we're going to see tonight. Normally I can't remember the names of the movies. But this one, maybe because, and even though I've been calling it the Top Gun movie for so long, I did remember the name. Dutch went to see it in Milwaukee last night, and I said, we can't talk about the movie. I don't want any spoilers. Although, at this point, I'm going to add that last week, I read a headline for a news story, and I think it gave a spoiler in the headline. I was so upset. Hopefully not, but if it did, I'll let you know after the movie. Okay, see you soon. Bye.
I feel like I gotta drive a race car, guys. Ready?
I guess I should start this by saying we're gonna have spoilers, because we always do, even though I don't like spoilers. So if you don't want a spoiler, don't listen to our review.
Better than the first one. It was great.
I'll start out by saying the spoiler I read was not a spoiler. It had nothing to do with the movie. I don't even know why there was a headline like that, so I'm not going to say anything about that. I had something about there being a theory that he was dead all along. And I thought, so he must die.
Paul McCartney is just a double.
Yeah, like he must have died in the movie. So even at the very end when they took off in the plane, I thought, is it going to crash? So I was waiting for the whole time for him to really die in the movie, but he didn't. So I don't know what that headline was all about. I mean, is there some theory out there? There was a lot of nostalgia in it, which is what I was a little concerned about, because a lot of these movies, you know, the second, third, fourth.
Yeah, the whole piano scene. That was...
Well, nostalgia. See, they have, but it all played into the story. I'm going to see if I can set this down. There. But there. Now we're... I got to get Elisa in here.
No.
Oh, she doesn't want to be in here. Okay. It'll just be Erica and me. It's a bad angle. Was it worth seeing in the theater?
It was cool to see in the theater because they're flying planes.
I feel like I gotta drive a race car, guys. Ready?
I agree. It was very cool to see in the theater. Wouldn't have the same effect on our screen at home. Oh, this is a horrible angle.
Then let's do it after because I want to go home.
Focus. Why isn't it there? It's focused on you. When the first one came out, what year did it come out?
The first one had too much mush. It did. Didn't think it was necessary.
It's very focused on you tonight. You're the clear one. I'm all fuzzy. Woo.
Find me, Hollywood.
Would you see it again in the theater, Erica?
I probably would.
Yeah,
Of course,
I think
I'd see
so.
Father Stew again, so I don't know if I'm the...
Actually, that one...
You didn't like that one. That was sad.
I didn't. Oh, it was sad. Oh, so was this one. Oh, don't remind me. It was so sad. I don't like sad.
This one was sad?
Yeah, they had... Oh, it was sad. There were sad parts.
I knew they couldn't kill the son, Rooster, whatever his name is.
Since they killed his dad in the first movie.
Because if they killed his dad, I said everybody would just be mad. I was like, honestly, they could kill Maverick because he's had a long run and he would be valiant going out, you know. But if they killed the other guy, I'm like, then it would just be, everybody would be mad, you know.
I think, yeah, probably. There was a bed scene. There were no butt scenes in this movie, but they didn't show anything. So here's what I was thinking as I was watching it. They had the beautiful, very skinny woman. She was on top of him. she was leaning over him. Let's say it that way. Leaning
Like she
over him.
leaned on the side
And
of the
he was laying back. So this is what it reminded me. Many, many years ago, there was a talk show and there was a couple on it. And I wish I could remember the actor's name who was hosting it. And the host, it was big. It was big back in the early 80s, late 80s, I don't know. But he had been an actor and then he was this talk show host. And he said that he realized at his age, and you know what, he may have been Tom Cruise's age. At the time, he seemed old to me because I was younger then. Well, he said that he found out during these bedroom scenes that if he was the one on top, his face sagged, so it made him look old. And I said, that's why Tom Cruise is laying back on the pillow, so gravity pulls his cheeks back. Hello, Piper. And not forward. Yeah, but it's much easier if you just have the scene like that. So I suspect that's why Tom Cruise was laying on the bed and Jennifer Connelly was leaning over him in the scene. I mean, she was so skinny that she had no flesh to fall forward at all. One thing, when we saw the previews almost 2 years ago, and they said, Maverick, you've been in the Navy for 30 years and you're only a captain. And I was thinking about back in the day when Dutch was in the Air Force. And if you didn't make rank when you were in the Air Force, they would flush you out. And you didn't get to stay in for 30 years with the rank of a captain. It wasn't allowed. You would just have to leave. You know, I don't know. I mean, I don't know if that was typical or what's typical now. You know, unless you made rank, they didn't let you just stay in that long. I don't know. They encouraged you to retire.
Well, they encouraged him to retire, and they said
he wouldn't.
Retire.
But it's the military. If they say you have to retire, you have to retire. They pretty much run your life.
Obviously, it's a movie, and
so if you have been in the Navy or you're in the military now and you know how things are currently, comment down below and let me know, because that's something that really I wonder about. It was a good movie. It had a good storyline. It was definitely worth seeing in the theater with all the action and the planes. And okay, hope you enjoyed our movie review.
Giving away our blood now to these mosquitoes.
Go see the movie. Tell us what you think. I don't know. All right, bye. Can't find the off button. There it is.
I thought all the actors did a good job. Like, I mean, they all seemed to fit their roles and everything.